Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions, hit us up at worshipandtributenerd@gmail.com. This week on the show, we talk about one of the legends of nu metal and one of our personal favorite bands, System of a Down.
Worship and Tribute Nerd.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, aka RICKSHAW, and this is a channel where metal dudes nerd out. Today we're going to talk about some music because System of a Down put out a couple of new singles.
After 15 years.
What? We were, it's the type of thing where, like, over the past year, we've been hearing
drama
rumors
and all kinds of stuff with the band, dude.
Yeah. But yeah,
you didn't say what the name of this channel is called yet.
Oh, I didn't?
Oh, no.
Oh, Worship and Tribute Nerd, everybody. Welcome. Yeah.
You were just like, hey, everybody, we're people nerd out.
Yeah.
Like you just completely avoided like what the name of this thing is.
It's fine. We got it on there. I'll splice it in there. It'll
There
make
you
it
go.
sound fun.
Perfect.
Copy and
Paste. Copy and paste.
But yeah, so now all of a sudden, Fuzz hit me up at about 12:30.
Dude, yeah, it's late for me.
He's never up at that time, so I was like, I'm concerned. And he's like, dude, System of a Down, bro.
I just put new System of a Down exclamation and
Yeah.
10 exclamation points, and Mike's like, all right, what?
Yeah.
I saw you post on Facebook.
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
I was like 10 minutes later. It was like 12:30.
Yeah.
And it was
And then he said our friend John.
I was like, John. I was like, dude, John, new System of a Down. He's like, no way.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
And then 30 minutes later,
John texts me 30 minutes later.
30 minutes later, he texts me too. And I was like,
He's like, what do you think, dude? That
Yeah,
song with the blast beats are awesome.
Immediately watch both of them.
Oh, dude. But no, it's sadly, I think it's what 2020 needed was System of a Down. And now the message behind their music, I don't really understand it, but like understand those two songs. Like I don't understand exactly what's going on in their homeland and so on and so forth. But they're very powerful. The videos is very powerful. But god damn, they're good.
But yeah,
I'm just happy they're back.
Before we get into it, though, I'm here with my friends, and we're going to talk about this. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Fuzz.
Hey, I'm Jabe.
Jabe hasn't been on in a while, but you know, he back in the day when we were first starting, he came on,
He did,
right,
a couple
and gave
times.
us some pretty good opinions.
The hot wing challenge.
Right?
was the last
Yeah. Oh
one.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Before we get started, there was
I could
something
be wrong.
serious
You might
I
have
wanted
said
to
it.
talk about.
What is
Okay,
it?
you know, we've gotten this new wave of seltzers. Everybody's getting into it. They don't want to get fat. You've been in quarantine. You don't want to get fat on the couch when you're doing nothing all day, so you drink some seltzers.
Yeah, because it's good for you. It gives the body what it craves.
Yeah, electrolytes, bro.
I don't think there's electrolytes in there.
But here's the thing: who really likes grapefruit?
You know what, man? I love grapefruit seltzers. I've actually made it a point. I'm stopping at HEB on my way home to grab a bunch of them.
Do you like grapefruit ones?
However, the grapefruit,
I'll drink it, but I'm not a fan.
I'm not
Right,
a fan
right.
of these. I do not like the
If I
way
had
the
a
grapefruit.
choice.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bon Viv and the White Claw.
That's
I don't
cranberry,
like
though.
those.
Right.
The cranberry ones are good.
Yeah, those
but
are
I
good.
love cranberry though.
I don't think, and it's confusing because I'm half Asian, so like the grapefruit and the mango to me,
You're not Hispanic.
not mother, be this mother.
We can say that we're friends.
Yes,
God,
right.
get over it.
But yeah, like you would think that being half Asian, I would like grapefruit or mango. These are just like
Right.
token Asian things that.
Wouldn't you think
but-
grapefruit would taste like grape, kinda?
Yeah, but it
But
doesn't.
then it does not at all. It's
My mom
confusing.
told me
I'm
once that
confused
it-
by your tactics.
Right? My mom told me one time, she was like, Chris, come get some of this orange.
What? She tricked you, dude.
Dude, I've got whole life stories filled with deceit from my family. And she was like, here, come get some of this orange. And I took a bite of it, and I remember going,
The f-
This orange
I was
went
like,
bad.
no, Mom. I was like, Mom, what is this? And she's laughing. Ah. I was like, cool. Now I have trust issues.
But yeah, what's the deal? Hit us up. Tell us if you like grapefruit because I think it's fiction. No one likes
No.
the
No
grapefruit.
one deliberately likes grapefruit.
They're just
have
like,
you ever
it's
seen
here.
the grapefruit juice aisle, like the where the juices
It's
are?
fully
It's
stocked.
always full. Come on.
Anyways, back to the subject at hand. You know,
System.
So,
Yeah,
System of a Down.
You know, I thought it was really funny. I think, on the last episode we kind of talked about this, but it's really funny whenever a political band makes a big comeback and then people are like, why are you so political now? You were never political before.
Oh my God. Yeah, they were never political before. But if you go listen to Sugar or Spiders or anything else,
the whole
first record,
albums,
and then still this album and
every song,
everything, Mesmerize. It's all about politics.
Yeah.
It's
they're
all
called
about how it's
System
Yeah.
of a Down.
Yeah.
Right. What was the album that came after Toxicities? It was like Drop Bombs or something like that.
It was Mesmerize, Hypnotize and Mesmerize.
right.
They dropped two of them, and bomb.
Yeah, that
bomb,
one. Yeah.
bomb.
Right. That's about war.
Every time you
so-
drop
it
the
is.
bomb,
Right.
you kill the god your child is born. I think the
Something
line
like
is
that. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come on.
That's politics.
yeah.
That's not political.
And I know a lot of their stuff. They talk about their homeland, their country. They're Armenian, and
yeah.
so they talk a lot about the things that are going on over there. But at the same time, they talk, like if you listen to the Prison song on Toxicity, it's Beyond the Staples Center. They talk about America. It's like, come on, dude. It's
Right.
anyway. They're political, and you're stupid if you didn't know
if
that.
you don't get that, because people, I don't understand the whole issue, but the Armenian genocide and all that it was covered up by the country of Turkey and things like that, and so you can look it up on Wikipedia, but that's kind of what I think their focus is in the music, or what has
Right.
affected their life
Yeah.
and their family and things like that. So definitely, how could it not influence your music? You know what I mean?
Right, and it's crazy to me.
I mean, it must be people that think, that they're not political. They just must have heard chop suey, maybe.
Right.
They're like, chop suey, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not political. That's about
Asian food, right?
right. Exactly.
And they had a whole pizza album, too. So
Right.
people were probably like,
Walk into the refrigerator.
Right.
Doors closed. Lights are out.
yeah. Pepperoni and green olives, mushrooms, chives.
Pepperoni and green peppers, mushrooms, olives, chives.
There it is.
Yeah.
Pepperoni and green peppers, mushrooms, olive chives. Dude, we should have just made this a karaoke
We
segment,
should
dude.
order Domino's right now and just play that song. We'll play
Oh
that clip.
my
Like, what do you want on that pizza? Pepperoni.
And every time they ask, what? Can you say that again?
say it.
Just play it again. We'd have to get our talk boys out.
I was gonna say we're about to go
honestly.
full on Home Alone.
dude.
It is almost Christmas season. You know what I mean?
Man.
I love you.
I love you.
But yeah, we were excited about System of a
No,
Down.
we've been talking about it all day, much like the MGK pop punk record. We've been talking about the new System of a Down for a couple of days now.
Right.
I was so upset about the rumors that you kept reading and hearing about, like John was saying things that
Serge.
were John and Serge weren't getting along. Like the band wasn't getting along, and it's all about money, yada yada yada. But the fact that they came together for this it's awesome. And
Right.
2020 needed it, just like
Yeah,
2020
for
needed a
sure.
Rage reunion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They needed it. Like
Right.
it-
When they kind of explain themselves on that Facebook post, so you can go and look
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
it's explaining why they came together. Yes, they said we have different political opinions or whatever, but we came together to focus on these issues that are important to us,
Right.
together. And so I
And
thought that was
jam.
really dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and
just write a
jam.
record and,
And they did.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have one complaint about the songs, and it's I could use more Surge.
Yeah.
Darren is awesome, but Surge is more
we want
awesome.
give the people
Yeah.
what they want,
And that's my only complaint. Other than that,
Right.
one of the songs is getting a lot of hate, and I don't really understand why. Because everyone should be happy because it's new System of a Down. That's
Right.
what we should all be focused on.
We're still in that expectation era where like everyone thinks that everything that comes out should be the absolute best they've
Right,
ever
right.
heard
That
or
makes
seen.
sense.
You know
That
what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Like, and it really and expectations. You need to knock them down. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Like you need to think if this band comes back to life, they're gonna write the shittiest music ever because 2020
your
has
expectations
sucked.
should be down here.
Yeah,
They shouldn't be
so,
anywhere else.
So when you finally get it, you're like, oh my god, they gave it to
Dude,
us.
and nobody had any idea
Right.
that we were getting new System of a Down.
It's like if you'd never gotten a Christmas present ever,
Right.
That shitty ass sweatshirt is the bomb.
Right. Yeah.
You don't care if
New
you're
socks and underwear. Sick. Nailed it.
dude, and so the fact that I was surprised Friday night at
Yeah.
10 p.m., 11 p.m. Actually, I didn't see it till midnight.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the fact that I got that surprise after 15 years, like my love for System of a Down and new metal in general is is out of this world, and
Right.
they were one of my top 5 favorite bands in that realm of music, and
Yeah.
they dropped 2 bombs.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
And dude, it's sick. It's so good. I love it. And hey, new metal, come back, please.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah,
it's
and it's
coming
on a
back.
comeback,
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
It's devising a plan.
It is, dude. I don't know, man. I'm excited about it. And anybody who wants to hate on both of the tracks they just hate everything.
I mean, like I said, it's probably expectations, but let's get a full album.
Well,
You know what I
see,
mean?
that's what I was curious about.
especially since they've had such a long hiatus.
Yeah.
it's hard to gauge what all they got right now.
Well, they change as humans and
Yeah,
as musicians
right.
and everything. And then we watched the "Protect Your Land" song
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is probably their like radio friendly,
Exactly.
more catchy, mass appeal song.
Right.
Right.
And then they gave was it "Genocidal Humanoids,"
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
song is heavy and like
And
that's
crazy
what the old
and-
school
yeah, yeah.
fans
Yeah,
that love
that's-
Toxicity and
that's
Chop Suey.
Toxicity in their self-titled record.
That's,
And-
that's what we wanted to hear. I
and
was
we
like,
got it. And
dude,
and that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
50% ain't bad,
dude, yeah.
So,
And they're just one of those bands that like reinvented how we hear metal
Oh, my
stuff.
God.
You know what I mean? Like, and apparently, they didn't even know how to play their instruments.
Yeah.
They just got together and were like, let's start jamming.
yeah, dude. John is probably one of the best drummers in the game. I looked up to him growing up. I actually learned how to play drums watching the Chop Suey video because I didn't have a drum set, but I would watch what he did, and that's how I learned how to play the song.
Nice.
And so, like, I have I feel like a little kid talking about System of a Down. Like
Dude,
the fact
seriously.
that they're back makes me so happy because they were so much a big part of just why I play music and so on and so forth. So
I had a burn CD in like 8th grade with Toxicity and System of a Down, a bunch of new metal,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
yeah,
like
dude, that's
heavy
awesome.
stuff.
That's
You know,
awesome.
and you're trying to listen to your Discman on the bus, and
Right.
it's skipping. You're
Yeah.
like, but it's like the
Yeah.
60-second skip
60
came out.
seconds
and
But,
you're like,
yeah,
oh,
you gotta get that
moving
skip
up.
protection, bro.
oh sure,
This is pre-iPod
condom
days,
for
you
your
know.
CD
Well,
player.
It's funny that I just brought this up on another episode about BMG, where you would like send in an order for like 12 cents, but then you're obligated to buy them at full price. Anyways, System of a Down definitely was one of those albums that came, and I was like, 12 free CDs. It was like Korn and
Dude,
all those, and
those are
System of a
so
Down and
sick.
Slipknot.
Yes, those are the 4 bangers. That's
Yeah,
all you need.
that's true.
But yeah, I actually got their self-titled record. I had gotten a Sam Goody gift card. Yeah, Sam Goody. I don't think
dude.
any of y'all know what that
Tight.
is. Well, the old people watching will.
Who's he?
He was good. No, and I had enough money to buy one record, and I bought System of a Down self-titled because I was watching WCW wrestling on a Saturday morning, and they played the Sugar video.
Sugar.
And I was like, who is this band? What is this noise? I'm going to buy it. And I bought the record. I still have the original copy of that record.
Nice.
And I have been in love with that band ever since.
I think that the first time, so there was this metal compilation album that had Spit It Out by Slipknot and Spiders by System of a Down.
That's the
and they were like
V-chip
two of my
gives them
favorite
sight,
songs
dude.
on there. But that's how I heard
Dude.
of System of a Down.
And you know what? Kids will never understand sampler CDs.
Yeah.
Most kids are never going to understand sampler CDs. They got it. Y'all motherfuckers got it made now.
yeah. Well, like labels used to all hook up and be like, let's put all of our
Well,
bands
yep.
Best
on
song
one
from each
album.
album.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we'll put it out,
Yeah.
and then you would like go through and like never heard of this band. I'll
Yeah.
check it out. And,
And
you're
then
like, this is sick.
there'd be a street team or some shit handing them out.
Right.
And then
Yep.
you'll like,
Yeah, Warped Tour or whatever. Yeah.
Like,
or like shit, like I remember like the Korn shows, there would be people with backpacks
Yep,
handing
handing
out
them out,
like
yep.
demos and shit.
yep.
Man, things have changed.
Dude,
Dude,
you know
now
what?
everything just comes out on Spotify and
Yeah.
you have it immediately.
Yeah.
Have it immediately.
Which
like,
makes no one want it.
But I've talked about midnight openings. I've talked about, you had to find stuff like before because you didn't really have a lot to look at on the internet. So you had to figure out release dates. You had to go look at like
Yeah.
Best Buy's website, Sam Goody's website, wherever they sold CDs to see if they announced the release
Right.
date of that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you would go to the music stores and ask and be
Right.
like, yo, what are these release dates? I know
Yeah.
I've heard these
Yeah.
things. So-
And
Well, they posted on MySpace.
Right. Oh, that that was before.
It's crazy.
It was
to think
before
about.
MySpace.
Before that.
It's crazy to
that's
think
true.
about a store would stay open longer for a release date
dude.
back in the day. They'd be
yeah.
like, let's stay open until midnight so then we could pump out the new Slipknot album
Yeah.
or whatever. And
Right.
you're like, and there's people there. There's
Right.
a lot
There
of
were
people there.
lines.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
were lines out the door.
And now it's just, what?
Now
Where,
it doesn't
what
matter.
is happening with
yeah.
our
Like,
world?
That for
No
me,
fun.
I remember being like, okay, I got to somehow talk my mom into taking me to Gainesville to the CD store this Friday because records used to come out on Fridays. You remember that?
Yes.
No, they used to come out on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Oh,
They
yeah,
came out
yeah,
on
it was
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. They
And then they
changed it to
changed it to
Fridays
Fridays.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember that. And I remember having to figure out how to talk my mom into like taking me down there to buy certain records and
Right.
stuff. And it was crazy.
Dude, I remember going to Walmart, but then you would get the censored version
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
You'd be
This
like,
is trash.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like nobody
This-
taught me about this.
Yes.
yet.
Right. You had to buy a couple of records. You're like, why is this edited? Oh, man.
What's crazy is I feel
Should
like
have gone to Sam Goody.
right. Should
True.
went to Sam Goody or On Cue, yeah, or
Yeah.
FYE.
Hastings.
Y'all don't know nothing.
It's
about
crazy
none
that
of
they even took the time to do that back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah.
I don't. Do they
Yep.
even do that anymore?
Yeah, but they don't sell.
Physicals,
nobody
though.
sells physical copies
Yeah, that's true.
anymore.
Right. It's
Yeah.
all like
But
just
you
probably
can-
Amazon.
yeah.
You can find an
online
unedited.
stores.
Yeah,
you
dude.
can find an edited version on
Right,
Spotify,
right.
even right?
Yeah.
Like
Like there's a couple Limp Bizkit albums on there that are edited. There's a Crazy
Yeah.
Town. The Crazy Town's
yeah,
main
yeah,
record is edited. Like you can find it. Yeah, dude. Crazy Town. I jam.
Town. We gotta find now. We have to find the meme. When you're like, Mom, I want to hear some Limp Bizkit, and she's like, Oh, we got some at home, and then you get home and it's Crazy Town.
Yeah, dude.
That's
We
some
have Limp
mom
Bizkit
ass
at
shit. Mom meme.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm so excited about this talking about System of a Down. It's not even funny.
So I regret there's a point in time, okay, when I first started getting into metal, which led into finding out about Slipknot. A few months later, after I'd heard of Slipknot and fully gotten into that album, they played in Wichita at the Cotillion, and I got to see them. Then I fully got into System of a Down, and then a couple months later, they played at the Cotillion again, but I couldn't make it to that one. And I've regretted it ever since. I have still seen System of a Down in their later
You got
years.
to see him at Heavy MTL,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
On
I got
to
side
see it, man.
stage. That was sick.
Yes. It's
on my
I'm
bucket
jealous
list.
of that. Yeah.
I saw them play at Heavy MTL and with my band. I wrestled a bear once, and we watched Surge play, with the sun high in the sky, and he killed it.
Yeah.
It was still hot as shit, and he sounded flawless.
He has such
So,
a unique voice, too.
Yes.
It's so cool. Sounding really like.
If I'm not mistaken, he is trained in opera. Yeah. And
Is that
so
what it is?
and I think he brought that with Darren because, they do things like they hold notes for very long periods of time. And Surge, I saw him at Ozfest in their prime, right after Toxicity came out. They played right before Rob Zombie. It was amazing. And, it was like the record. It was dead on. The only thing I didn't like, was Darren always played fast. I always felt like he was coked out. I don't know if he was. I'm not saying he was.
I
I'm
haven't
just
seen him
saying,
live enough to know
dude.
that.
He played "Dust in the Wind," just him.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else kind of took a break off side stage. He played "Dust in the Wind" and spun around the entire song. I'm not kidding. He spun the entire song.
Well,
It was incredible. And
he was in a
That's
whirlwind.
energy.
Oh. like he was dust in said wind.
that fool was spun. Tell you that much.
But yeah, man, I'm just glad 2020 got System of a Down.
That's
Now
true.
2020
It's the
can
light
get
we
some
needed.
rage. Yeah, if 2020 can get some rage. Now
That's
we
true.
got good news today. Allegedly, Joe Biden won the presidency, which
That's true.
is cool. And we got new System of a Down.
Yeah.
I don't care who you support. I don't give a. We're not going to talk about politics, but it's just cool. It's the world needed
it's
it.
fun.
It's fun.
That,
It's new. It's
that
changed.
political bands can come out now.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of people don't know it because of the turmoil of the politics that are happening. People realize that System of a Down is political or
Oh my
Rage
God.
is political, and
Yes,
they're like,
we have discussed
Yeah.
this, and the fact that people don't like just in the name, the name says enough as it is. And then you go listen to like Sugar and Spiders and well, I can't even think of the names off of that record. And then you have Toxicity with Science and Prison Song and oh my God, like just come on, you're stupid if you don't understand that.
Yeah, well, even when we were kids, like. We didn't get the lyrics as much, but we knew what it was about.
Right, there's something going on
there was something. You're right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a little political or whatever.
So obviously, when we grew up and understand what we were listening to, we still jammed it, and like to take a stance like that and make it metal is rad.
It
you
is.
Know what I mean?
It is, dude. And people just don't understand it. Like, and again, I'll reference this video. The people wearing the Blue Lives Matter flag, jamming to Killing in the Name of while protesting Biden winning the presidency. Yeah. You people are stupid. I've talked about this in previous videos, and I'm going to talk about it more. You are an idiot.
Yeah.
I enjoy reading. I enjoy reading the comments that are like, "Oh, this band is political."
Well, it's like, what machine do you think they were talking about?
Right.
Probably like a,
Yeah. We couldn't call it Rage Against the Military-Industrial Complex. It just didn't roll off the tongue.
Exactly. That's a lot. That's our cover band name. Right. Actually, we're in a Rage cover band.
Actually, I read that Zach was in a hardcore band.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
And one of the songs was Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, God.
And so that's why they kind of took the name to make their new band.
I actually listened to that several times, and I can't name it. It wasn't Dare. Band. That's a different band. It was something Burn, maybe. But the EP is amazing. They only put out like one little bit, and it's actually like, oh my God, This is incredible. But I can't remember the name of it, and I should have looked at it before we talked about this. But System of a Down. That's
back to System of a Down, though. There was a time, and this is pretty special. I remember we used to go to the Clubhouse in Dallas for my birthday every once in a while.
Every year.
Well, way back in the day, we went one year on my birthday when Justin Brock would still go with us to do functional things like that. Anyways, shout out Justin. We went on my birthday, and we saw people from System of a Down there, and we said what's up and hung out for a sec. But Justin came out of the bathroom, and he goes, I'm pretty sure I was pissing right next to the bass player for System of a Down. And I was like, wait, what? You know what I
mean? and trust me, if you know Mike or like Justin and them, they love new metal as much as I do. So it was probably like, oh my God.
Yeah. So then he was sitting with Vinnie Paul, the couple of the dudes. It was the bass player and the drummer.
You think when he was peeing next to him, though, he was like, is that a new Apple Watch?
I doubt they had Apple
No,
Watch.
it was definitely not. It was like, I'm
no
going to
Apple
just
Watch.
guess that it was
nice
like
watch.
2005.
Oh, yeah. I think it was before you and I hung out.
Right.
So, because I remember that story, and I'm jealous because I would have nerded out. Dude, oh, God. When we ran into Fildy in Vegas, remember when we saw Fildy walking? I was like...
Yeah. Hey, dude.
That's royalty to me.
You play bass for Korn, right? Oh, nice.
I would have cried. I would have fainted.
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
Oh man, oh dear God. But yeah, dude, I'm that's an awesome story. I wish I could have been at the Clubhouse because RIP to the Clubhouse. If any of you guys know what that is, it shut down.
It did.
It shut down a while back.
Favorite strip club.
That strip club was amazing. Yeah. They played metal there all the time.
I would always hear Deftones, and it would be the sexiest dance.
Dude, they'd play Rammstein, Deftones, Korn. Dude, I got a shout out. Well, no, this is a different strip club. Never mind. We were in South Carolina. They were like, they played Korn. They played Korn and welcomed somebody to the stage, and she was dancing to Korn. He was like, "Shout out to my big man over there with the dreads," and he pointed to me from the D. I was like,
nice. Yo! It's like Korn's playing. That dude has dreads.
Right.
Shout out.
Dude, no, it was amazing.
This guy knows.
It was amazing because we were on tour in South Carolina, and we played at a venue in the middle of this shopping center, and there was a Korean Jack Shack and like two strip clubs over here, and if you played the venue, you got to go to the strip club for free, and so we did. And dude shouted me out during corn. It was probably the second coolest moment of my life.
That's sick.
Yeah. System of a Down.
Right. So System of a Down.
Dude, look, this is new metal talk. I will talk about all new metal bands.
We're gonna try to start doing more new metal talks.
Just
honestly.
wait.
But
I do remember trying to play aerials on guitar. I learned what drop D was.
Everybody
and then trying to play
played
aerials.
Yeah.
I was one of the first bands I was in.
Sick.
I covered aerials
nice.
because it was a sick song,
dude. Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick. I think every guitar player at one point in time covered aerials.
Right.
Well, our friend Lee,
that
was the
easy,
whole reason he learned
our friend
how to
or
play.
y'all's friend?
Yeah.
Shout out Lee.
Hey, hashtag
My friend Lee.
Lee, my friend Lee, the only reason he ever even learned to play guitar was because of System of a Down.
Dude, he loved their first record.
Yeah.
He loves their first record.
He does.
Well, don't you realize that evil lives in the motherfucking pigskin?
Oh, dude.
That album
when
was
your
sick
moon
as
is
shit.
fake and your mermaids cry, do you ever believe you were stuck in the
Sky.
Dude, that song is so good.
Dude, that song is good.
They play that waltz, dude. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, that song's sick.
Dude, that whole record is sick. Just the way it starts out with the.
I was like the type of guy though that the first couple albums were like amazing, and then it started getting. I was like, I don't know about Steal This album, whatever. And then I would listen later and be like, those were still good.
Yeah,
those are still good.
See, I came in on Toxicity and like heard the radio bangers, you know what I mean? And then listened to some of the stuff and then went back and I was like, dude, this band is sick.
That year that Toxicity came out, so many banger albums came out too.
So many people cover that song on the drums, but it's just so fun.
Which one?
Like that whole
Oh yeah, dude. Playing the title
so
track.
cool. Yeah.
But there's like even Toxicity, but all the radio the singles were incredible. Like back then they put good music on the radio.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those singles were amazing. But
I don't understand where it dipped out of like having integrity at a radio station.
Making
you know what I
money
mean?
on the mainstream.
That's
dude. Like,
true. Yeah.
Like you
When
had
the
Five
internet
Finger
started
Fruit
getting
Punch.
popular.
Dude.
Yeah.
The internet.
You know, we're like
Yeah.
all these sick bands are putting shit on the internet. And we don't have to listen to this trash on the radio or go through, 6 hours of commercials.
They're just like maximize profits.
Right.
Dude, I remember listening to the top 10 of the week, and like you would hear Korn. I remember, so you were hearing Freak on a Leash, Drive from Incubus, and Pardon Me from Incubus, and which is another one of my fucking favorite bands. And then you would have Break Stuff from Limp Bizkit, and these are all in like the top 10, and it was so
Be on
sick.
TRL and all that.
Even
Yeah.
just
Remember
TRL,
that?
but this
Yep.
was like the Dallas local radio station. I would listen to it every Sunday night, and it was so amazing. Like, and now the radio sucks, obviously, because we have Spotify and everything else. So most of it's just talk shows. But God, you guys don't understand how good you have.
It's like the type of thing where, like, look, if we're gonna talk about like even if we had like the world leaders,
Right.
One of the dudes should be metal,
Right. Always.
Honestly,
Always.
honestly,
He should have dreads at least.
in a perfect. Like, say there was a comic book about the perfect world. In the fucking top seats of the people that ruled or made laws or whatever, there'd be metal dudes. You know what I mean?
Right,
There'd be at least
right.
one
At least
or
a
two.
new metal
Seat
dude
at
in
the table.
G-Co's, you
Right.
know? Like
Yeah.
something cool.
And they'd be like, "Yeah, that's cool. That's tight. That's a tight law." You know what I mean?
That's what the world needs, more new metal.
Right.
I think it would bring us all together.
Yeah.
And then you could intimidate people too.
You could be the chief new metal officer.
You could wear your like denim jean jacket with the cutoffs.
Yeah.
To the over your your
flannel.
Battle
Yeah.
vest over your nice
over
suit.
your suit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Dude,
New patch? That's it.
Yeah.
dude, the world would be better off. I'm just saying.
It would be like a presidential patch.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm the new president, so I made this denim. Dude, that would be Camacho shit, dude.
Dude, it would be Camacho
So
shit.
the plants crave.
Yeah.
dude.
It's with electrolytes. Like from the toilet? Oh, but no. But all in all,
Right.
we've kind of been sidetracked, which is what we
Yeah,
do. But
sorry.
all in all,
Yeah.
new System of a Down. Go check it out.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
sick.
good.
Really
and
good.
then if you have never checked System of a Down out, just listen to their old albums, man. They're so good. If you want to learn something, listen to
Yeah.
them.
And there's lots of sick ass political bands, like Rage, like who else would you say? Would you say Stray from the Past?
Straight from the
That's
Past.
pretty
Bands,
political.
Yeah.
bands that just put and stick to your guns is
Yeah.
Stick to Your
is another one.
Guns.
Just bands of different genres that speak about the truth when it comes to politics, and they.
Right.
It kind of does seem like they try to sway you one way or the other, but there are some bands that just talk about how and corrupt the
Right.
politics.
Yeah, there's
the
times-
political
Or
system
question
is.
it,
Yeah.
like
Whether you're political or not,
Yeah.
sometimes when you write a song, you just write what you believe
Yeah,
in.
it's true.
And, sometimes it's fucking
and-
has a stance.
And some people do sound pretentious when they talk about it, but just be an open-minded human being about the entire matter. Who gives a shit? We should all just love each other. Period.
Right.
End of story.
It's true.
That's really all that should matter at the
don't
end of the
hurt
day.
people. Don't take their stuff.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, all in all, God, go listen to System of a Down.
Yeah,
Jesus
System of a
Christ,
Down.
listen to System of a Down.
So, anyways, if you guys have any comments,
Tell us your
or-
favorite System of a Down song.
Yeah.
that'd
Yeah,
be tight
leave us
too.
that
Let us know
comment.
your favorite one.
Or if you have suggestions on what we should do next, or want to tell us we suck or we're awesome, hit us up at worshipattributenerd@gmail.com. But yeah, this has been fun.
It has.
It has,
Hanging out.
Oh, dude, I've
Allegedly
enjoyed.
doing drugs,
It's true. Not me.
decriminalized alleged
Right.
drugs.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
sure.
Oregon.
Go Oregon. Peanut butter
Oregon
and crack
Trail.
sandwich in the Oregon Trail.
That's the meme I was trying to think
Yeah,
of.
you know what? Next time I play Oregon Trail, it's gonna be like, here lies Luke, died of heroin because it's legal.
He wasn't doing the legal stuff. He was doing black tar heroin.
Oh goodness.
You died on the Oregon Trail.
You died on the Oregon Trail. You used a bad needle on the Oregon Trail.
Here
No,
lies Kurt.
Ooh, Cobain. I see what you did there.
Oh wait, that's
And I
Seattle.
don't have a gun.
Shit.
But he did.
He did. Whoa, we went there. All
yeah, I
right,
guess so.
cool. On that, canceled.
We
Good
didn't
job.
mean any of that. What happened? I blacked out.
I blacked out.
What happened? Just came to.
All right, guys.
All right, guys,
Well,
listen to System of a Down.
See you later, nerds.
See ya.
Miller Lite, we need you.